Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Path of Exile. My name is Wilfred. I'm playing a duelist, level 51. Bixec, by the way, feel free to add me. You can see the names over here. So we can chat a little bit in the game, or we can play together if our kind of timing matches. Now, what should I do today? Just a little bit of fun because I've done the video on my duelist just about ending the Act 4 of the normal difficulties. I'm currently at the Act 2 cruel difficulty, so I thought I'd share some experience with you. I know some of you are pretty new to this game as well, and some of you are veterans and want to follow my progress, and thank you very much for all this advice and so on. So I would like to do one video for you guys on that. I am playing the okay, so this is my hideout. I'm very proud of it. I've got some palm tree here. I come from Southeast Asia. I love palm trees. This is it's a little booth here. I've got 2 Exile here. This is my girlfriend Tora, and 2, I don't know what they're like, just there helping to fish. I've got a nice area for me to be seated there and read some books, and there's a light there as well. I always find Haku a little bit creepy because of the, I don't know what on earth he's having on his back, so I sort of put some fans here anyhow, broken sheep and stuff like that. Alright, so now I am playing a Ice Crush kind of like a build. So this is a very kind of they call it lead friendly kind of build because it's rather easy to gear and rather easy to execute as well. I can understand where it comes from, and so basically it's just this one power called Ice Crash on it. And I would like to show you some germs as well in just a bit, but also share my first thing that I've learned in this game is that do pay attention to the stats because it is important. So as a duelist, I am actually straddle between the strength as well as the dexterity. So dexterity give me something called the evasion. So if you recall in my last video on the Act 4, that there was a lot of physical kind of damage against me, but I realized I was using one of the unique that one of you gifted to me. That's very kind of you. But with that unique, I cannot evade. So all my dexterity just doesn't work at all. So I sort of look into it and replace that unique, and it helps a little bit as well. So something I learned, just pay attention to that. And of course I kind of forgot to take this iron reflexes as well to convert all my evasion rating to armor. Had I remembered to do so, then I wouldn't look that bad in my last video Act 4 when there was a lot of physical damage. But right now, because it is merciless and it's cruel, so there's a resist kind of penalty. I'll show you in just a bit on what I mean by that. So I changed a lot of my gear to make sure that I've got the resistance up for the various kind of this resistance like fire, ice and lightning, chaos, and maybe not chaos, but you know what I mean. So I've worked towards that as well. So now how does my gear go, and how do I link all the power so far? Now I really like it that this game goes deeper and deeper as you level up. I talked to some of you. Some of you actually stop after you finish the normal and think that the game is over, but it's really far from over because whatever build that you have envisaged us to be, take a while to get there. It probably take a long while for some of us as well, depending on how many hours we can play. But I like this build because now it's starting to shape up to be something that I enjoy. So now, what gears do I have? Probably what kind of gems that I have to link them up. I've got this. I crafted this one here. Because I'm attracted to the fire and cold resistance and lightning resistance as well. So it's rather all-rounded. Doesn't have life, but sometimes I can't have everything. So, but basically I don't really have a lot of gems to go along. One for portal, so I don't need to collect the scroll anymore. And I got Blood Rage, by the way. This is to sort of increase attack speed, life leech and stuff like that. But I realized that if I do this, I kind of lose the shield. Lose the energy shield. I don't know where is it true or not. Yeah, I lose the energy shield when it's not a lot of energy shield to start with anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me. This one is not really linked to that in a way that I could use hatred as one of my aura if I so wish to. That will give me additional cold damage. But I realized that I kind of in the end I kind of use something called the purity of element, because I realized I need the kind of elemental resist that are not as high. So I think in time to come, if I can gear better, that I probably wouldn't need to do that, but right now I have to do that. I'm using one of these from one of you guys. I mean, you guys are really kind to me, and I've got, you know, Stone Golem and the Molten Shield, something that I kind of use sometimes to increase the armor just a little bit. It doesn't really give a lot though, just a bit, 100 odd I think. Yeah. So that is 300 odd, so it's not really a lot I think. Then the Storm Golem is nice because it helped me to have a life regen kind of thing. This glove I also crafted myself. I'm attracted again to the resistance, but I really need lightning resistance. So if I could craft a glove later on, that with the link, of course, most importantly, but the secondly if I have the resistance on lightning and fire, that would be better. But the linkage is rather interesting. I have the fortified support with the I have the leap slam, so the one that I've been like jumping like a bunny, and then I managed to link it with the faster attack support, so you can go faster, a lot faster, rather than like, you know, animation becomes so slow. Initially it wasn't really that snappy. So, and I've got the fortified support as well, so whenever I hit something, I would gain 33% increased melee physical damage, as well as the 20% reduction of damage upon me, so it's good. I got one more green, but I don't really need that. I just put mana leech for the fun of it. It's not really something required. This is also from one of you, my Russian friend, so thank you very much for this one. I think it's really good because it has a very high life to it, fire and cold resistance, so that's very nice, thank you. I've got this chest as well. I think I crafted this one myself. I'm also attracted to the resistance, so I do that, but more so it's for linkage as well. What do I link it? This is the real deal. I link it, the Eye Crush, the main power here, I link it with the faster attack support. No, actually, you know what? Yeah, this one I looted it myself and I crafted it myself. I've got faster attack support so that I can go faster a little bit, weapon elemental damage support, as well as the melee physical support. So now this particular build convert the physical into cold damage, so both terms are kind of like useful. Now let me show you something though, because I used to have I used to use another kind of like armor to it. So I have this armor though. No, hang on, I used this armor before. So with this armor, right, there's only instead of 3 red gem, I only have two red. So for this armor that I used before, I actually used the increased area support here on the blue, because, you know, then you can hit a bigger circle, which is nice. But then again, you know, I have to sacrifice 1 red gem, so I cannot have both the weapon elemental damage as well as the melee physical damage. So how do I determine which one to keep? Just for if any one of you are new to it or not, and I hope I'm doing the right thing, do correct me if I'm wrong. So what I've done is that I look into my power here. You can, you know, very nicely, each power that I have, or each ability, has a specific page to tell you what is the DPS for each one of them, you know, and it's very, very wonderful. I mean, I wish other games like Marvel Heroes had this sort of thing, because it kind of give me the, you know, idea of like how good or how bad the thing is hitting, right? So my main spender is like it's called Ice Crush. So I've got 3000 odd if I use the weapon elemental damage support. If I use the melee physical, I actually got 3020 as well. So the difference is not a lot. So in the end, I mean, at the end, I choose the weapon elemental support, by the way. So something to think about. Of course, if you have 2 of them, then you see this one go up to 4000 odd. So it's really, 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 really good. So yeah, so in the end, instead of hitting a bigger area, I put a smaller one. So then ring wise, I pick something that is resistant. And then the boot wise, also I think I crafted this one myself as well. Yeah, then I got a very nice amulet from all of you, and very nice, yeah, so that's all. So now with that said, I'm going to do something, just play a little bit so as to get you some idea of where things are, what I'm doing, and talk a little bit about resist as well. My wife is cooking, so you hear some frying sound that is from her. Let me do a daily first. So, you know, why do I do daily? Well, I can level up my master and also purchase decoration. I know some of you guys not interested in buying all these like Exile and flowers and trees are like that, but I love it. I just dig it. Like, you know, this is my home. Like, this is beautiful. Okay, anyway, let's do a daily quest,
to go
right?
hunting, are you?
I don't know how hard this one is. I'm level 51, so let's see. So right now here is level 48, so it's roughly my level. Now I would like to demonstrate something to you called the resistance, because if you look at the character shades and look at defense, my resistance is actually quite poor right now, right? The lightning resistance and so on. So that's why I need the purity of element.
Over here, Exile.
Yep. So I use purity of element. Still, I mean, you are talking about 75 cap at 75. Fire and lightning is quite poor. So if I'm looking at the mobs that does a lot of lightning or fire, I have to be really careful. So what I'll do is that I've got flask here called Bismuth flask of resistance, and then I have a 23% additional resistance as well. So it's really good. So whenever I pop this one for 5 seconds, I'm actually close to all the caps. So I need to make sure that you know, I have to pop the flask, and it's good because usually in the first league I ignore the flask.
To help you out, I'm going to share.
Yeah, so you know, in the first league I can't ignore the flask, but after that I kind of like, you know, I don't ignore it anymore. Whoa, my goodness, there's a lot of there's so many of them. These monkeys, man. What in the world? Why are there so many monkeys? And by the way, some of these chests, right, actually give some really nice orbs. Huh? It's rather interesting. Let me just pick something up here. No, there's no link. Blood Rage. So there's oh, I'm done. I didn't even know that I was doing. Okay. I thought I had to go down somewhere like the dungeon or whatever it is. Oh, I got a superior. Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is nice. So like for example, this is a 18% life flash, right? Which is more than any of these things here. So I convert that to a magic. And after that, if I increase, so I could actually change this as well. If I 40% increase life recover, increase movement speed. So yeah, why not? I'll take this one first. I could modify it as well though, if I want to.
No one said this. The vermin might have the strength of corruption.
So level 5, yay! So now what does that mean? Is that at level 5 I can expand?
You know how I got myself exiled? I was out hunting for my evening meal. Poaching, the lord of that manor would have said.
I want to listen to this.
I was just lining up a nice fat pigeon when a fox shot past me. The most beautiful specimen I'd ever seen. Perfection in nature. Then I heard the baying of the hounds. Normally I would have made myself scarce at that point, but something changed within me that day. I don't know if it was seeing the fox or just something that had been building up inside of me over time. Probably both.
It's a long story.
And when the lord of the manor objected, I killed him too. Back in Oriath, the vermin had all the power. In Rayclast, there's still more than enough to go around.
Alright, so that was how she was being exiled. Upgrade to medium!
I knew you'd like it. Look, it's even got room for 1 or 2 other hunters to join our cause. Be careful who you invite though, Color. Not all hunters are created equal.
So I can invite 2 more masters inside. Yay! More dailies to do. Alright, so now I've got, I got bridge. Look at that. So what I could do is that I can chuck my new masters here, decorate this place a little bit. Oh no, this is it. How about, I have to get to there. What? Well, okay, so it doesn't really get a lot bigger. Well, this is still the same. So I could get 2 more masters and put them here. I like Katarina, so I'm going to bring Katarina here. And I like the Where is Katerina? Hang on a second. So I think Katerina is somewhere here that I could bring her in. I don't know. I just like her daily spell. So I can bring her in as well.
Ask me something?
I wish to ask you
We'll
something.
make an artist out of you yet, Exile.
Yay! So she comes in here. I like the. Let's get this girl in as well. No. Invite the hideout.
So you finally found yourself a dwelling.
She has a monkey, by the way.
Perhaps you have room for another lost soul.
Yeah, I do. All right.
I will see you again.
So I can invite one more. So who shall I invite would be the question that I'll ask myself. And the Act 2, I think there is. I think there's a master somewhere here. Oh, oops, sorry. Why am I going to add 2? Add 3 actually. Saran has a master there, so I can invite more master into my hideout. Like the, I hate this guy.
I used to be quite the lockpick back in Aria. Word has it that you've recently founded yourself a hideout.
No, I don't like
As
him.
it happens, I am currently
No.
of no fix.
No, I don't.
At your service.
It's only level 1. So anyway, I tell you what. Let me just go back to my hideout and show you my new master. So I could look into Katerina and she's right here. Wow, everything moves, huh? So I need to sort of move her to somewhere like there, and move her back to my here. Yeah. I know it's a little bit silly. I know some of you kind of laugh at me and do all these things, but I can't enjoy the whole player housing thing. I've been playing a lot of a lot of games, online games. Not many games have one that like that. Okay, I tell you what. Let's do something fun here. This will have 1 bridge or more. So I'm going to do 1 time here, and my dinner will be ready. So I am going to what kind of I have a Nemesis, I have an Onslaught, and I have the Plentiful Bridge. So I have quite a lot of bridges. So I mean, mind you, this is going to be rather tough. Likely to see some defeat here and there because the there's a bit of lag there, man. Stuff like that kind of scare me. So I would like to clear the place a little bit first, and before I open up this bridge here. All right, so the bridge will be very exciting. I have at least 2 or 3 bridges in this zone, so I'm going to just clear some of this area. One of the fortune card, not. Okay, so I'm going to a bridge right now here, and let me see, wish me luck. All right. How about the one below here? Let me just clear this area as well. I think I'm fine. Don't need to overthink the whole thing. What? There's still. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm a blood rage. I'm going to do a shield go. Okay, these are physical one, I think, so not too scary. I can't.
My spirit is spent.
Wrong button. I lost concentration a little bit. Yeah. So anyway, in my state of excitement, I sort of click the. You know what I should do? I should remove this thing here so I don't accidentally click onto that. So let's see what kind of loot I have here. Okay, Ring of Chaos and another card, whatever. I can skip all this thing. A ring, is it good? Dexterity, not really. Okay, Ring of Chaos and Incinerate, whatever here. Okay, done. So this part is done. Let's find another bridge somewhere. There must be somewhere that I could go. Oh, this is much better, man. So the difference is that I've used another chest item, I think. No, I can't. So I'm trying to look for another bridge somewhere, or at least like no, there's another zone. See, there's another bridge. I think there are 3 of them or whatever it is. Okay, I tell you what. Let's just like let's just open up the bridge, or shall we? I mean, you know, let's just do it. Whoa, that is... Oh no! Ooh! I thought for a moment I would kind of lost it. I don't know, maybe I had to review my video again, and one thing good about this game is, I mean, recording, is that I can see what I've done right or wrong, and the yeah, so it's done. Yeah, so that is the for a moment I was a little bit worried. I think that was a big boss, huh? For a moment I was a little bit worried, like, wow, what was it? How come they were so hard? Okay, so I think more likely I've get all sorted here. There should be one more bridge somewhere, maybe. Oh wow, what are these, man? So done. Is that onslaught? My totem is still hitting something for me. Hey, so I think they're about done. Yep. Yeah, I think that's done. So
My spirit is spent.
just one more here. And yep, that's all. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy your Legacy as well. I mean, thanks for all your advice and donation as well. I think it's really helped me a lot in enjoying myself here. These guys just keep coming. Hey, hey, there's a raining here. I think, yep. So, yep, that is Bixec, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.